Hello guys, welcome to the Football Fan Zone. I'm Timmer Banks. Manchester United and Manchester United fan base are a bloody disgrace. Honestly, they are a bloody disgrace. Like there are just too many things going wrong in that club. There are just too many things, wrong decision going on in that club. And the question I keep asking myself is this: how have their fan base allowed this to even happen? I woke up this morning, I've seen so many people going on out about Ten Hag, saying it's not good enough, Ten Hag out, Ten Hag out. The question is, when is this going to stop? Honestly, I'm also going to criticize Ten Hag, but the honest truth is this: Ten Hag is not the problem of this club. Ten Hag is not the solution of this club, but he can do a job. Honestly, Ten Hag is not the problem of the club. This club, Ten Hag is not the problem. The problem starts from the hierarchy, which are the Glazers. I've seen people calling out Ten Hag needs to go, Ten Hag out, Ten Hag out, Ten Hag out. But the question is this. For those that are saying Ten Hag out, for you that are saying Ten Hag out, Ten Hag is not good enough, he needs to go. If Ten Hag goes, who are you bringing in? Like, if you are out there, you are a Manchester United fan and you want Ten Hag out of the club, tell me, who are you bringing in to replace Ten Hag? Nobody. Because you can't tell me you want Ten Hag out, you can't bring in Antonio Conte. We all know Conte is a disciplinarian like Ten Hag. As in Flick, is also a disciplinarian. So for those that are screaming Ten Hag out, tell me, who are you bringing in? Who are you bringing in? Nobody is out there. Zidane will never ever take this job. He won't. Now, before people go out and say Ten Hag out, the first thing they should do is this. Even though there's nobody in the office that can sack Ten Hag right now, because what they have is an interim manager. Interim CEO. They've only got an interim CEO. The Glazers are busy with a deal. And I do not understand how Manchester United fan base have allowed this happen. Considering the fact that they had every opportunity of selling the club to Qatar for 6 billion, they turned it down. Only to be wanting to sell 25% shares to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and that has been taken forever. You ask yourself, Manchester United was put up for sale November last year. After 9 months, they came out to say they're not selling again. They want investment. And instead, their fan base should protest, don't buy merchandise, don't even attend their games on the pitch. They don't. What they keep saying is Ten Hag out, Ten Hag out, Ten Hag out. Ten Hag goes out, another coach comes in, then you have the manager bounce. After the first season, second season, they become shite again. They need to tackle whatever if they want to succeed in United, they need to first of all get rid of players that are not good enough. First of all, if I'm going through that United team right now, tell me, who do you think can win you titles in that club? Bruno can't win you titles. Bruno can't win you titles. There are so many players that needs to go. Scooby-Doo needs to go. Aaron Basaka or Dalot, one needs to go as well. Luke Shaw, injury prone, needs to be sold. But these are things you don't really get to see in Manchester United. And now, the reason why Ten Hag will keep being the fall man for all this is because he is also making some stupid mistakes. Some stupid mistakes. They are also making, and not because I believe he should be sacked. No, not so. But the honest truth is this: there are questions whereby I would love to ask Ten Hag right now. If you are a United fan, these are questions Ten Hag should provide an answer to. These are questions Ten Hag should provide an answer to. Honestly, why did Ten Hag allowed David De Gea to go for free and ended up spending 50 million on Andre Onana? I am not saying Onana is not a goalkeeper. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the signing of Andre Onana, it is stupid coming from Ten Hag because you don't have defenders or players that are ready to play from the back. You don't. Which means the signing of Onana does not make any sense. You might as well have used that 50 million to sign a centre back, a midfielder, or a striker. David De Gea was kicked out of the club. A legend. He was kicked out of the club. That one is on Ten Hag. Ten Hag is busy falling out with players, great players, good players. We saw yesterday, he played Rafael Varane. I think after seven weeks. 7 weeks. And he was asked on the press conference, why did he play Varane? What did they say? Because the performance of Rafael Varane made me as well question the fact that why was he not even playing Varane all this while? He was asked, what did they say? He said he needed experience. He needed experience. This was the same coach that played Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire over Rafael Varane. And when he was asked, he said it was what? It was tactical reasons. So Rafael Varane was not good enough to play against City. He was not good enough to play all these Champions League games they were playing. All of a sudden against Bayern Munich, he needed experience. That is nonsense. Whether Ten Hag wants to get himself sacked, I don't know. Honestly. Whether he wants to get himself sacked, I don't know. And after the game, Ten Hag came outside and said something that he has no regret. That the player, they played well. The question is this: Ten Hag, what match were you watching? Honestly, what match do you guys think Eric Ten Hag was watching? Because it was definitely not the match I was watching, sleeping, waking up and watching, because it was so boring. It was so one-sided. What match was watching that he came out and said they played very, very, very well. Another problem Ten Hag is having in United is this: why the fuck does he keep playing Scott McTominay, the ghost? Like make it make sense to me. Why the fuck is Erik Ten Hag keep playing Scott McTominay? Because I've been saying it week after week, day after day, game after game. Aside the fact that Scott McTominay offers you goal, it does nothing else. Whenever Manchester United are playing, they are playing one man down. Honestly, they are playing one man down because Scooby-Doo, or Jasper the Ghost, like I will call him right now, offers you nothing aside goal. But the honest truth is this: you have to play first before getting the goals. Why Ten Hag keep playing Scooby-Doo, I don't understand. Because he is not good enough. He's not good enough. He's not. One thing I want to criticize Ten Hag for is this: the injury crisis in Manchester United is too much. Already, we have seen that too many games are being played this season. And I think it's high time I can say it, and it's high time, it's safe to say it, that the training pattern or the training style of Erik Ten Hag is also contributing to the injury crisis they are having in Manchester United. When you watch the game Chelsea versus Manchester United, Scooby-Doo said something. He said that they were able to run around and win the game because they trained lightly. And we saw Pep Guardiola only trains Manchester City for 10 minutes because of the amount of injuries they've been having. He said that he trains only 10 minutes. Ten Hag is busy making these players run up and down in the training ground. When they come to the match now, they are tired. They are bloody tired because you've made them work too hard. You've made them run too hard in the training section. When they come to the pitch now, they are tired. We saw Harry Maguire going back to injury. He has been one of their best players so far in the last week. He has growing. And you ask yourself, what is bringing this injury? It is the training pattern. Ten Hag should learn how to manage his players. He needs to do that. He needs to learn how to manage these players and to be able to prevent them from getting injured. He honestly needs to do that. Honestly. But the way things are going right now, the question is, what next is for Ten Hag? What next? Because he came to the club, he got rid of Ronaldo. Now, let me tell you guys a fun fact. The last time Manchester United actually qualified from the group stage to a second round, Cristiano Ronaldo had a massive impact on that. Cristiano Ronaldo had a massive impact on that, and their group they were playing was very, very difficult than what they have right now. It's a shame to come to actualize and realize that in a group that had Copenhagen and Galatasaray, United could not qualify for the second round and could not qualify for Europa as well. It's a bloody shame. And This has to go to everybody, not just Ten Hag. Ten Hag, the players, the owners of the club, the people that runs the club as well. It is mind blowing to know and discover that in a group whereby you had Bayern Munich, United, Galatasaray and Copenhagen, they could not qualify for Europa or even the second round. They went out, like crashed out. Finally. It's a shame and it's a joke. It's a shame. Honestly, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Because if Ten Hag actually know how to manage players and know how to respect players he should respect, then he will not be getting rid of Cristiano Ronaldo only to go buy a 72 million pound striker. Now, do not get me wrong, I don't believe that guy is dangerous. I don't believe he has that flair, is good, he's going to come out good. I don't believe that. I believe Rasmus Højlund is a good signing. But the honest truth is, the pressure is not ready for it. You can't sign a 20-year-old striker that just had his breakthrough season last year. Then you bring him to United to come be the front man. You put too much bonding on him. It's not fair. Now, when I said Ronaldo, the last time United qualified for second round in Champions League, Cristiano Ronaldo had a massive impact. He had 5 goals in 4 games. And now, against Villarreal, he scored 90 plus 5 minutes. That is when Ronaldo scored to win that game. Against Atlanta, he scored 81 minutes to win the game as well. Against Atlanta second leg, he scored an equalizer that actually made them go through the Champions League. Ten Hag had Mr. Champions League in his team, but he kicked him off, saying he's not good enough, saying he has fell off. And we had people, a lot of people, the world of football, actually criticized Cristiano Ronaldo. But do you guys understand that Ronaldo yesterday just scored, he scored his 50 goal, 50 goal of 2023. 50. And he's 38. He is 38. Marcus Rashford is bloody useless, struggling. Even though you combine all the United goal, it's not up to 50 of Ronaldo this year, 2023. He has 50 goals. 50. That was somebody that was having a bad form in United, got kicked out by their fans, the coach as well. But right now, who is having the last life? Who is laughing last? Because now Ronaldo has 50, and there's every possibility and every tendency that he will score more. Like he's dragging the boot, the golden boot, with the likes of Harry Kane, Mbappe, Erling Haaland. He is 38 years old. He is 38 years old. Now, this is where I fault Ten Hag. Honestly, he has done so many things wrong. He has made wrong decision, and he's paying for it. But if Manchester United, as a club, and their fan base, they believe they want things to turn around for good, then they should keep this guy. And when I say keep him, don't just keep him and give him the financial backings he need. Honestly, that is the only way I'm seeing this coming good. You have to back Erik ten Hag, give him money to sign players he wants, though they've actually gave him some money to sign players he wanted. That is another thing you have to look again. They gave him 400 million pounds. Look at it, like kind of players he signed. And another thing why sometimes I don't blame Erik ten Hag is the fact that the sporting director of the club allows Ten Hag to spend money and sign players for the amount of money he is signing. It says a lot about the club as well. Because if I was Erik ten Hag, there is no way I'm allowing Ten Hag spend 90 million on Anthony. There is no way I am allowing Ten Hag spend 72 million on Rasmus Højlund. There is no way I am going to allow Ten Hag give Marcus Rashford a contract that is worth 375 million, 371 pounds a week. There is no way I will allow it. So it just shows you that the problem Ten Hag has, or the failure Ten Hag has, is a bit of the biggest problem in the club. The problem starts from the top. The Glazers, the CEOs of the club, Ten Hag, the players, and the fan base. This will never ever happen in Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. We saw Bayern Munich, they sacked Oliver Kahn and Salamadish. Why? Because just the fact they won the league quite right, but because they struggled that season to win the league, they sacked Oliver Kahn and Salamadish. They sacked them. Then you have bunch of brats, bunch of rubbish that have been running Manchester United for the last decade, going to 15 years. They're still there doing the same exact thing they are doing. It's a shame, man. It's a shame, bro. Honestly, it's a shame. I think going forward, United needs to get rid of a lot of people, and it does not start from the coach. Even though we are going to sack the coach, because there's every possibility that the new owners might come in and they want new thing. It's possible. Even though you are going to sack Ten Hag, that should not be the first. The sporting director needs to be sacked as well. The CEO, a proper CEO, needs to come in, like Laurent Blanc. Needs to come in. Paul Mitchell. They need to come in and work together to see how they need to move this club forward. But because the way it's going, the only thing that's still making United look so big is the fan base and the brand. And this is something I've been saying. United are also they are just as much as equivalent to Crystal Palace. But when you look at the fan base and the brand of the club, there's a very big gap. But time will come whereby if they don't look for a way to make things turn around, that gap will keep coming down. And this is something we have seen with so many clubs in England. Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, all these clubs were once big club in England. Some of them, they won Champions League. United must do whatever they can to make sure. If they have to protest, they should protest. If they have to go on strike, don't come watch the game or don't buy any United merchandise, they need to do it so as to force the Glazers to sell this club. Because if that does not happen, the only people that will keep falling for it will be the coach. Ten Hag out. Ten Hag goes out, and another one comes in. After 2 years, gets sacked as well. United fans,